So question 4 will help us understand more about text files and arrays. Now, an array, as we just need to remember, is what we use in Delphi as a range that will hold a bunch of different elements for us, basically, or data structures. Can we put it like that? Now, in this case, we have a scenario that we're going to follow to make us understand arrays a little bit better. So the university wants to keep track of birthdays of the benefactors, and their details are contained in a text file called birthdays.txt. Each line in the text file contains the first name, their surname, and their date of birth, right? So we're going to work in question 4_P, and we are going to firstly look at the interface of this project. Here we've got 4 buttons, one that will display the array, one that will display the names and the ages, one that will give the average age, and one that is going to search in a month. We've also got this component, which is our rich edit component, and the rich edit component we are going to use so that we can display our text on. Now, they've also given us an extract from the file birthdays.txt so that we can see more or less what it looks like. Here we've got Fred Jackson, born in 1989, May the 20th. You can see that the name, surname, and date of birth are all separated by hashtags. The hashtag serves a purpose as a space. Since Delphi does not know how to recognize spaces, we can use hashtags and underscores instead. So for question 1.1, we are going to declare 2 non-local arrays, one called ARR name, one called ARR dates. Both of these are going to store up to 20 names of the type string, right? So we have to declare our arrays. Declare means you're going to set it up. You're going to get it started. Delphi has absolutely no idea anything about ARR name or ARR dates. So let's go set that up. Where are we going to do that? We're going to do that under our private declarations, right? So take a look at this. If I had to go and type it out, let's start over here. What I want to do first is I want to use those names that they've given me, and I want to go and put it in a box. And this box is basically going to be my data structure box. So I have been given a ARR name and ARR dates, right? They've told me that's the names. And in this, on this left-hand side of the box, I'm going to reference those names. In the middle, I've got my semicolon, and that kind of separates the names and the range that they're going to then get, right? So I want to explain why did we choose ARR? ARR, because in Delphi we use prefixes to indicate what we're busy working with. Delphi does not know what name is. You need to tell Delphi what name is and where name belongs. So it's easy to understand that ARR name is an array because it's the prefix for array. Right, so my left side of the semicolon, I have given the names. On the right side, I want to say, what are these? What are they? They are an array, or they are arrays, right? And that's what I put on the right-hand side of my semicolon. Then I have to go and give it a range, right? And they told me that they can store up to 20 names. So there's my range, up to 20, meaning I'm going to start at 1 and go all the way up to 20. And I'll do that in my square brackets, because I'm not quoting something, so I don't need round brackets. I am giving a range, and therefore I'm going to use my square brackets. Now, the last thing here is that they told me that this is of type string. So I want to go and indicate that this is of the string data type. right? So here I have the names of my arrays. There I've got the range and what data type it is. Right. And that's how you can get the first 3 marks to the first question.